Morning everyone, this is Prakash Kumar Gupta from Brilliant Public School, Behtarai. Our today's topic is pair of linear equations in two variables. That is chapter number 3 of class 10th. Here, what are the pair of linear equations in two variables? Before that, we will see linear equation in two variables. In class 9th, we have studied about this. So, what are the linear equation in two variables? Any equation of the form ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. When here we have to pay attention, ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. There a, b, c are the real numbers. Here a should not be equal to 0 and b also should not be equal to 0. Otherwise, if any one will be 0, then it will not be a equation of two variables. So a and b both should not be 0. Here we have to keep in our mind values of x and y for which equation hold true are called its solutions. A linear equation in two variables has infinitely many solutions. When graphically represented, it represents a always straight line, and every solution is a point in this straight line. Now we are going to see pair of linear equation in two variables. So there we have seen linear equation in two variables, only one equation, but here pair. That means always the linear equations, how many it will be? 2. So here we are taking a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0, a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. So both are having the same variables, is called pair of linear equation in two variables. One more thing we have to focus here, a1, a2, b1, b2, c1, c2 are the real numbers, and a1 square plus b1 square should not be equal to 0, a2 square plus b2 square also should not be equal to 0. Now we'll see graphical representation of and algebraic interpretation of pair of linear equation in two variables. So conditions for the solutions. On which condition, which type of solution we will get? Number 1, if a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2, then the straight lines will intersect each other and exactly one or unique solution we will get. Next, 2, that is a1 by a2 will be equal to b1 by b2 and c1 by c2 also. So the lines will be coinciding lines and infinitely many solutions will be there because one line is intersecting another line at each and every point. So infinite number of solutions we will get. Next, number 3, a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 but not equal to c1 by c2. Then parallel lines we will get, and it has no solutions because the lines are parallel, they will not intersect each other anywhere. So no solutions we will get. One thing we have to keep in our mind here, that a1 by a2 if not equal to b1 by b2, we don't have to see for c1 by c2. But if a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2, then we have to go for c1 by c2 also, whether it is equal or not equal. Next, consistency and inconsistency. What is it? Consistent pair of equations if the pair equations with no solutions, like pair, parallel lines only. And consistent pair of linear equations, that means pair of linear equations with either unique solution or infinitely many solutions. Next is how many methods to solve a pair of linear equations in two variables. Actually it was 4, but one method has been deleted from the syllabus this year, so only we will be seeing 3 methods. What are those 3 methods? First is graphical method. So we have to plot both the linear equations on the graph paper. 2 straight lines we will get that. So this will give us 2 straight lines. If the lines intersect at one point, then it has unique solution, already we are knowing, and the value of x and the value of y we can get from the coordinate plane, so it will give the solutions. But if the lines are parallel, then there is no solutions for the pair of equations, and if the lines are coincident, then there are infinitely many solutions, as we have seen previously. Next is algebraic method. So in algebraic method actually three are coming, but this year we are studying only two. That they are substitution method. What are the substitution methods? In this, using the first equation, we find the value of any one variable in terms of the another one, and then this should be substituted in the second equation. If from first we have taken out, so we will put in second. If from the second we have taken out, so we will put in first. On simplification, we will get the value of one variable and then re-substituting it in any one equation given. So we will be getting the other variable also. But in elimination method, what happens? In this method, we multiply both the equations with the some non-zero constant number so that one of the variable gets eliminated. After one variable eliminated, only one variable will be left with us. So that variable can be found using the simple equation solving method. So this gives the value of other variable. Using this value, any one of the equation we can get the value of the first variable also. Thank you very much everyone.